Good morning, everybody. It's 3:45 in the morning. Just got home from work. You can tell by the stocking cap hair that I have. I work outside for the most part, so I'm bundled up all night while I'm working in the winter. So luckily this winter hasn't been bad. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing good today, because by the time most of you watch this, I will be sleeping. Um, so we're going to get back on track. We're wrapping up day 9, I believe. Um, no big changes as far as, you know, anything. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, little little bursts of energy. I don't know if it's just because I'm hyped about the whole thing and nothing's gonna bring me down right now, or if my body's actually having more energy. I don't know which is which. Um, I guess we'll figure it out soon. But back onto the regular track. I still have a lot of things on my list. If you recall, I kind of started doing this whole diet thing because of a list I made. The things that I was unhappy about in my life, revolving around my weight and my size, and the little thoughts that were always there, like sitting on a camping chair or various things. So going back to that outline of just discussing with you guys, you know, other reasons why I'm here. I guess the why part of it is really important. It obviously is, because that's what led me here to doing this diet or this plan. And I don't even like to call it a diet. I've done 100 diets, none of them work. This plan, is working for me, and yeah, it almost doesn't do it justice to call it a diet, because it's a plan, and you follow the plan, it works. So far, it's working. So let's keep trucking and see what happens. But yeah, look at already 2 minutes I've blabbered about nothing. Um, so going back to my list, which is right here, I have it written down. Um, so this last year, like a lot of people, I went and took a concealed carry class. Not looking to have debates or anything like that, but part of the whole thing with being a big guy and concealed carrying is, where do you conceal carry this thing? I watched a lot of YouTube videos, about fat guys conceal carrying and how do you do it and where and what's more comfortable for you and blah blah blah. The premise behind the whole thing is it's supposed to be like wearing a wristwatch. I just worked an 11-hour shift. Leave me alone. The whole premise is like wearing a wristwatch. It's just something you throw on. You don't even realize it's there until you need it, type of thing. But if it's digging into your big old muffin top, or it obviously is more of a hindrance than a help. Taking the class, the instructor was pretty cool. Lots of knowledge, and he was a good teacher as far as sharing the knowledge that he had. He communicated well. Good guy, and took the class, and he had a number of holsters available for me to try, because I had mentioned one of my concerns was how I was going to do this with my size, my weight. So he said, no, go ahead, try them out, see what works for you, because that's the only way you're going to know. Otherwise you're going to order a bunch of stuff that doesn't work until you find the right one, and that's silly. That's a waste of money. So he had a lot of them that I could actually try. And you ever encounter somebody that, they just get a look on their face? Maybe they don't even know they're doing it, but for instance, you approach somebody like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you forever. How you been? And you've got like a big old nasty booger hanging there, right? The look on their face when that happens, maybe they don't even know they're doing it, but they're going to be like, oh, hey, how's it going? You know, that kind of situation, right? Where you look at them like, why are you looking at me like that? What's that look for? Because you don't realize. same kind of concept where I did this class. The guy was a nice guy, you know, pretty straightforward, trying on these holsters and trying to get them in my belt line and in my belt. And just the look on his face. I remember the look on his face because I'm not sure he even knew he was doing it. You know, he was just kind of like, do, okay. But the look on his face, he was just like maybe you should try something else because it's, you're having issues, bud. Like, that's what I took from it. Maybe he didn't know he did it. Maybe he did know and that wasn't the effect he was going for, but that's what I took from it. Like, just the look on his face stuck in my mind, and that's another one of those things that I put on the list. Um, Meeting him in general and his whole premise um, was one of the other reasons that I did this. But that look on his face was definitely a thing of its own. You know, he himself has lost weight in recent history, and you know, encountering people like that is really inspiring. But that's another video. But yeah, the look on his face, that look, you know, kind of like the doctor with the CPAP story. It's just something that I clicked record, stuck in my brain, and I can't get the image out of my head. So, I mean, I'm sure he meant nothing by it, and I'm sure he's probably watching this, and we're cool. There's no harm, no foul, but that little snippet stuck in my head and made, you know, helped make me decide that I needed to do this. And yeah, because of folks like the doctor, who was a negative jerk. I wanted to say worse. And then like this gentleman here with the concealed carry class, who wasn't trying to be a jerk. I just, like I said, it's one of those situations where maybe they don't even realize they're making the face. It's just like, dude, oh my gosh. So that's on the list. That was actually one of the first things on the list, because I haven't been doing these in order. But yeah, well, I've cleared the 7-minute mark again, and I apologize. I try not to be that long-winded, but I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy talking to you guys. I really enjoy the feedback, so keep it coming. And yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm going to finish up what I'm doing here, and I'm going to go try to get some sleep. I got one more day of work this week, so the plan's going good. I'm feeling good, and I'm going to keep rocking this. See you guys.